Excuse me, is this seat occupied by any chance?
No.
Great. You're a student, I see.
What?
You're a student, I bet. You look like a student. I can always tell students.
No.
You look like one. You're young enough to be a student, quite young enough. That's the life, eh? Being a student. Nothing to do with sitting in a park on a day like this in the sunshine. It's rare enough we see the sun, eh? Rare. Mind you, I shouldn't be here. My rights, I should be at home inside my front door. That's what I should be. I've got plenty of things I should be doing. Kitchen shelves to name but three. Only, you sit at home on a day like today, Sunday, on your own, nothing to do. You think to yourself, this won't do, this won't get things done. And then you are talking to yourself. You know what they say about people who talk to themselves, eh? Eh? So I thought, it's outdoors for you, else we'll come and take you away. Mind you, I'm never at a loss. I'm a very fulfilled person. I have, for example, one of the biggest collection of Superman comics of anyone alive or dead that I know of. And you don't get that from sitting in behind all day. But, I'll tell you a secret. Do you know what it is? What's the most valuable thing you can ever hope to collect? People. I'm a collector of people. I look at them, I observe them, I hear them talk, I listen to the manner of speaking and think, hello, there's another one, different again. Because, and another wee secret, they are like fingerprints, never quite the same, all of them different. And I've met quite a number in my life, quite a number. Some good, some bad, but they're all different. But the best of them, and I'll tell you this quite frankly openly, the best of them are women. They are superior people, they are better people, they are cleaner people, they are kinder-hearted people. If I had my choice, I'd be a woman. And that I expect, but it's the truth. And I choose to have a conversation with a woman every time. Women are one of nature's listeners. Most men I wouldn't give the time of day to, and that shocks you, I expect, but it's the truth. Trouble is, I don't get to meet as many women as I'd like to. My particular line of work does not bring me into contact with them as much as I would wish. Which is a pity.
Yeah.
Are you going?
Excuse me, seat taken?
Nah.
Thanks. Sorry, only man over there would not stop talking. Kept on going on and on about his collections or something. I normally don't mind too much, but to go there like this, you need all the concentration you get. You can't have people yakking in your ear, especially when trying to decide writing like this. He must have been stoned out of his mind when he wrote it. It won't be unusual. Look at it. He wants me to come back. Some hopes. So him. He's sorry. He didn't mean to do what he did. It won't happen again. Whatever. I think we've heard all that before. And it's not the first time it's happened. I can tell you. I mean, there's no excuse for it, is there really? Violence. I mean, every time he loses his temper, there's no excuse for it. A fracture. It was merely a compound fracture. Right here, you can practically see it to this day. 2 X-rays. I says to him when I go home, I said, you bastard, you know what you did to me, Ed? He just stands there, the way he does. I'm sorry, I'm ever so sorry. That's what he says. I says to him, I says, you're a right bastard, you're a right, uncontrolled, bad-tempered, selfish bastard. And you know what he says? He goes and says, you called me a bastard again, and I smashed your face in. You can't have a rational, civilized discussion with a man like that. Right bastard. My friend Jenny, she says, you're a loony. Leave him for God's sake. You're a loony. Who needs that? You tell me one person who actually needs that. Only, where'd you go? There's all my things, all my personal things, all my everything. He's even got my bloody post office book. I'll end up back there, you wait and see. Must be out my tiny mind, eh? Sometimes I want to jump down a deep hole and forget about it. And you know that bastard right at the bottom. Ain't don't like about me. Eh? Sorry, I didn't mean to rush you.
It's quite alright, it's quite alright. No, it's alright. Excuse me.
What?
Sitting here. Do you mind if I do? I won't disturb you. Girl over there's got boyfriend trouble. Comes and pours it all out on me. As if I'm interested. I mean, we've all been through it at one time or another. Why should you think I'd be interested? I mean, we've all got troubles. But we don't sit on a bench and bore some innocent face. I mean, that in my book is S for selfishness. And have you noticed how invariably it's the young don't believe that we were young once too? Perhaps we've been through it as well. Don't know where they think we all came from. I mean, 5 years ago, I had a house in the country, charming wife, 2 good children. You couldn't have imagined a happier scene. My wife died suddenly. The children decide they can't stand the place a moment longer, emigrate to Camden. So I sells the house, and there I am, stuck in a flat I can hardly swing a cat in. But I don't go around thinking about it. No, that's life. I mean, I've had 20, no, more like 25 good years. Who am I to complain if your bad one comes along the way? And mark my words, I know I'm in for some bad ones. Things are going to get worse before they get better. Bound to. And you know, I reckon there's an interesting thing about trouble. I reckon it's a bit like woodworm. Once you've got a dose, if you're not careful, starts to spread. Starts in your family, and before you know it, it's into your business. Which explains why I'm sat here, reading through a report on my one day off that's been put together so badly, I've got to turn it into another report by reading through it and condense it down before I even find out whether or not I'm bankrupt. I mean, I don't know if you're interested, but take a look at this page. This is a typical page. I mean, can you make it all tail? Oh, beg your pardon.
Excuse me.